I want to tell you guys a little bit about my last minute Hawaii cruise. I purchased a last minute cruise to Hawaii, and when I say last minute, I mean purchased it on a Tuesday and we were sailing on that Sunday. So it was a 14-day cruise leaving out of Long Beach, California, and it would be hitting up 4 islands in Hawaii and also Ensenada, Mexico. One thing to note when you go on these longer cruises is that it's going to tend to be an older crowd. Y'all don't believe me? This is the sail away party. As we sailed away, we were able to see a beautiful sunset and begin our long 4 sea days in a row voyage. Yes, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 sea days. So we left on a Sunday and we didn't reach land until a Friday. You know that they say it never rains in Southern California? It never rains in Southern California. It rained. It rained on that day that we were in embarkation, and it was pretty much rainy and windy the entire time. So the ship taking this journey cruise was the Carnival Miracle. My last cruise was on one of the newer ships, which was the Carnival Celebration. So I tried to keep that in mind with my expectations for this boat. I knew that this was going to be an older boat, an older crowd, and I was just ready to enjoy my sea days, playing in the pool, relaxing, having a good time, enjoying the sun. I've done this before. I did a 14-day cruise on Norwegian. However, the weather was just extremely rainy, windy, cold, pretty much the entire time. So that made it a bit difficult for me to truly enjoy the whole trip. Now, I'm going to see the brighter side of everything, so I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, I did have an amazing trip, but the boat being older made it a little bit harder to enjoy it to the fullest. So what is the girl to do with 4 sea days, can't get in the pool, can't sunbathe, and does not have the drink package? What am I going to do? So if you download the Carnival Hub app, you'll have their calendar of events that they have going on every single day. And they also provide it to you in a paper format so you can see what's going on and at what time. So since we were going to have a lot of sea days, we wanted to try to make sure we were having a good time, and we were checking the calendar of events to see what are some of the things that we wanted to do. So I saw on the schedule that they had a champagne art auction, and I was like, I've never been to an art auction before. They're going to give out a free glass of champagne. Let's do this. So I walked around the champagne art auction for a bit. I looked at some of the art, and some of the art was really nice. And then they began the art auction. And the auctioneer goes off and he starts the bid at $100,000 for the very first piece. And I'm like, $100,000? This is a real art auction. So we left that afterwards because I was like, who got $100,000 for some art? Not I. So a couple of the nights we did end up going to the casino, and the casinos were really paying some people really good. One night there was one lady that sat directly next to me. She won over $20,000 on the Buffalo slot machine. I just love those Buffalo. They be like, Buffalo! I love those slot machines. There was also a Melanin at Sea get-together during brunch one day. As you can see, these beautiful young ladies, we were able to take a picture and they had a good time. And as you can see, we are probably some of the youngest people on the boat. Like I said, the median age is probably 65 on this cruise. Yeah. This is considered to be a journeys cruise, so they tend to have a few events that are tailored to Hawaiian culture. We ended up doing some of the crafts days that they have scheduled, and the first day was making a lei. So another day we did have another craft day, which was making some Hawaiian bracelets, and this one was a little bit hard for us to grasp. So I just took the kit and I decided that when I get home, I'm going to watch a YouTube video and figure out how to do it. But I didn't complete it, neither did my husband on the boat. I also attended a hula dancing class, and I just love these young ladies that taught us all about Hawaiian culture, crafts, dancing, and even playing the ukulele. There is a basketball court on the top deck, and so we went up there and we had a good time playing basketball a few days. You're able to get a little bit of exercise in as well as having some fun. There's also a mini golf course on the top deck as well, but we didn't get around to doing that, and it was rather windy, so we just didn't have a chance to play it. But there is mini golf on this boat as well. One of the things that I love to do when I'm on a Carnival cruise is to put up my pinky and go to afternoon tea. I feel so sophisticated. They tend to have afternoon tea on a sea day, so you'll want to check the Carnival Hub app or the paper to calendar of events to see when they are having the afternoon tea. But they provide you with hot tea and an assortment of pastries, and it's just a great time to just go feel like you're fancy, have a nice little snack. Like, you need to eat any more on these boats, but yeah, afternoon tea. There was also a caricature artist on the boat, and he was doing some caricature art for different people, and it was a chore to sign up for it. So they had the sign-ups at 9 a.m. We went like 3 times to get signed up for this free caricature artist picture. And each morning we had to keep going earlier and earlier. And by the third time of getting in line, because they only pick 15 people to be drawn for the day. And so by the time the third day came around, we were like there at the crack of dawn trying to make sure that we got there early enough to get our caricature drawn, because I've never had one and my husband has never had one drawn. And hey, it's free, so why not do it? So we had it done. And I think my husband's looks just like him, but I don't think mine looks like mine. Y'all let me know in the comments down below. Does mine look like me? I don't know. I don't think so though. One night they had a Hawaiian themed party up on the top deck, and the cruise director comes down and parties with everybody that's on the top deck that wanted to party. They gave out some leis, they had neon lights going, and it was just trying to have a good time. Did a little bit of hula dancing and regular dancing, but they just wanted to have a Hawaiian themed party on the top deck one night. There were times that I just wanted to just chill in the room and just veg out. However, because it is an older ship, they didn't have the latest technology like on the previous boat I was on. They only had 3 movie channels, and they played the same 4 movies each day at the same time slot. So the same 4 a.m. movie was the same 4 p.m. movie. 7 a.m. movie was the same as the 7 p.m. movie. So that made it a little bit hard to do, just chilling in the room and veg out. I was also looking forward to just cuddling up with a warm blanket on the top deck and watching a movie. However, they don't have a top deck movie theater, so that was scrapped. So if you go on the Carnival Miracle, I would suggest making sure that you pack some extracurricular activities for you to do. I had packed my word search and my coloring books, but there still were times where I felt just a wee bit bored. So make sure if you some people brought card games or board games, and there's a library, I believe, that's there as well. So you can just go ahead in there and play, or you can go anywhere and play on the boat if you want to. As we got closer to the Hawaiian Islands, we started to see whales, and I just absolutely love watching whales. You can see them spouting the water up. You see them flapping their tails. They were just playing and having a good time. Surprisingly, I did not see any dolphins, which I also like to see them in the onu, the sea turtles, but I didn't see any sea turtles or any dolphins while we were cruising. But I did see plenty of whales and lots of sea lions on this cruise. Our first stop on the itinerary was Maui, and we rented a car through Turo, and we began our excursion for the day. We decided to do the infamous road to Ana. And this is a very dangerous road, and you must drive very carefully. The road itself is only about 65 miles long, but there are 59 bridges, and 46 of those bridges are 1 lane only, and there are over 620 curves on the road. So yeah, dangerous. We purchased and downloaded the Gypsy Hana Road app, and it was really great for narrating our trip as we drove. Our first stop was at Twin Falls, and there's an extremely short hike to the first set of waterfalls. We got off to a late start and decided that we should skip some of the stops until we got to the Black Sand Beach. Well, there was one other stop that I did want to go to that we did not make it to. It was the Kianei, excuse me if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly, but the Kianei Peninsula at mile marker 1617-ish. But we missed the stop, and so we decided not to turn around to go back to it because time was of the essence, but we kept trucking along. But I really wanted some of that banana bread from Aunt Sandy's because they say it is the best banana bread. So the next stop on the road to Hana was Waianapanapa State Park, which is where the Black Sand Beach was at. And this is at approximately mile marker 32. I love beaches, and I had an incredible time because I had never been to a black sand beach, and I knew that we had to go put our feet in this black sand and just have a good time. As it was January, the water was still really cold, but that was not going to stop me from getting in the water, especially when I looked out from afar and saw a whale greeting us. He was like standing up with his tail up in the air. I was like, oh, I got to get in this water, in the shallow end, of course. But we had a great time. It started getting dark, and we decided that because there are no lights on the road to Hana, that we should hurry up and get back. So we decided to skedaddle on back to the boat and head back into town before it got too late. And then it also started raining right as we were like the last mile of Hana. Right as we were at the last mile of the road to Hana, it started raining, and we were like, whew, we're so glad we left early. But it's more of a, if you have a full day kind of thing. If you're on a cruise ship, it's really tight and you won't get to see as many stops as you want to. So if you fly into Maui, it's better to do the road to Hana. But if I were to do another cruise ship, I don't think I would go back to the road to Hana because it's just not enough time, at least during January when it gets dark earlier in the day. And you don't have as many hours to be able to appreciate the road to Hana. So that is something to keep in mind if you do this Hawaiian cruise. Good morning, guys. It's about 7 a.m. ship time. And we're expected to arrive around 9 a.m. to port. Today, we're supposed to be arriving to Honolulu. And I am so freaking sore from that drive yesterday. The road to Hana, I was up on the car wheel like, and I was so tense because it's a really scary drive. And I was just so tense and up on the wheel and holding everything so tight and just so nervous because I didn't want to be like Toonsis the driving cat. Yesterday was really tense, and now I think I'm really feeling it, like all of my shoulders and my back. I'm so sore today, like I had a full body workout, and it has to be simply from driving. But today is Honolulu, and so I'm going to be excited to go have a good beach day. Because we booked our cruise so late, I don't even think I really did a whole lot of planning for Honolulu. So we're going to get there. There's no rush. We have a full day today. We arrive around 9 a.m. and the boat doesn't leave till, I think all guests have to be on board again by 10:30 p.m. So we have a full day, and all I planned was to go down to Waikiki Beach. So I just want to have a good beach day. I don't know if the waves are going to be rough or not, but I'm excited to have a good beach day. Hopefully the water will be kind of calm. Some waves, but not rough as the Black Sand Beach yesterday. I didn't feel like I really wanted to get in, and my husband didn't get in the water yesterday like that. So I'm not the best swimmer, so I was like, I'm not going out there by myself like that. I'm just gonna be on the shoreline. But today I'm hoping that it's kind of good, so I can just be in the water all day, floating or stretched out on the beach, or I just hope it's a really good day today. I didn't plan a whole lot. We're gonna take the bus, the city bus down to Waikiki. I think it's $3 per person each way, and so that's right up my alley. I heard they had some scooters there too, so I might want to scooter around town, but I'm a little nervous because we'll have our beach gear and stuff with us, so I don't know how I could hold that while on the scooter. So I don't know if after we're done with the beach, if we'll come drop our stuff back off here on the boat and then go back out into town and do some stuff or find somewhere to eat or something. Seems like a lot to go back and forth and stuff, but who wants to be carrying around beach gear all day long? So yeah, that's where we are today. But I'll take you guys along so you guys figure out what we get into while we figure it out. So I'll take you guys along and we'll hopefully have a great day. We're gonna have a great day today. I have great days all the time anyway, so we're gonna have a great day today. It'll be pretty chill. Hopefully we can find somewhere that serves some pretty good food for dinner tonight and lunch. But no real big plans today. I ended up having pizza for breakfast because why not? It's vacation. We packed our beach bags and then we headed to Waikiki Beach via an Uber. Waikiki Beach is so beautiful and it instantly made it into my top 5 beaches that I've ever been to. We got some footage of the area before deciding where we were going to bunker down for the day. Take a look at this beautiful tree. So we decided to go look at some of the local snacks and pick up some things to enjoy our beach day. We purchased a few items and we headed back to the beach. I played in the beach for hours. I simply loved that water. I did want to spend some time at the mall that was really attached pretty much to the beach, really nearby, but we had all of our beach gear and we could not find a public restroom to save our lives. So once again, we ended our day early and headed back to the beach. Headed back to the boat because we had to use the bathroom and there was no public restrooms, but I did want to go to the mall that was right there and check out some of the high-end shops and just look around. But like I said, we had all of our beach gear and it would have been too heavy to carry all of that around. The next day we were in Kauai and our plans were just to hang out right next to the boat. There's Kalapaki Beach in walking distance from the boat, less than a mile. And there's also a Duke's restaurant that we heard about that serves really good drinks. So we were going to go over there and just have ourselves a good time. However, it was raining again. So we didn't get in the water, but we did explore a little bit around the boat. Today was Kauai and we are officially done with Kauai. It is 2 o'clock. The boat leaves at 3:30, but as you guys can see from the previous clip or the next clip, it was raining the whole time. So we didn't really do much. We just walked around, but we got off the boat and enjoyed ourselves. We had a good day nonetheless. We were supposed to be at the beach, but we got to see the beach and we just chilled out around the beach, but we didn't get in the beach water. But today was a good day though. Once we got back on the boat that night, I did play a couple of games at the casino, at the slot machines. And the first one that I sat in and hadn't even put $5 in, I won the jackpot. It was the Heidi's Beer Garden and she gave me 95 free spins in total. I won over $300 and since I had only put less than $5 in, I was really happy about that. Good morning, beautiful people. Today is our last sea day, our last port day
We are going to be docking in Hilo, Hawaii in a little bit. According to the TV, I can see us pulling up on land now. 7:35. We're supposed to arrive by 8 a.m. I think we're going to be on schedule. Looking at the TV, it looks like we're going to get to land by 8 a.m. So that's good. On the agenda for today is Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. So we're going to go check out the volcano today. My husband has never been to a volcano. I went to one in Costa Rica, but I've never been up close to one in Hawaii. So let's be prayerful that it does not do any action today, because I'm not in the mood for getting any lava on my shoes or getting burnt to a crisp. I don't think there'll be any action or anything like that. I don't know if it's an active volcano or not. I don't know. We're just going over there and see what it says. I think it actually is an active volcano based off of some stuff I read. But I don't think they'll let people nearby or anything like that if it's active. And you best believe, honey, if I see stuff coming up out of it, I'm not going nowhere near it. Turn around, exit stage right. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do today, and it's a pretty short day. We have to be back on the boat by like 4 p.m. today. So after we get back on the boat, I've got a scheme or plan that I'm going to activate in the casino to see if I can get me to 1,500 points so I can get the free drinks. I'm currently at 300 points right now. I think I've come up with a way to figure out how to get myself to 1,500 points without gambling $1,500 worth of points. I'm gonna try it out and I'll let you guys know how it went and if it worked or not. Yeah, because I don't know if people talk about this or not, but once you are labeled like a gambler on casino cruises, there are so many perks that you get. You can get reduced or free cruises. Like, I don't know if I told you guys, this cruise, I got it on an offer where it was $50 per person. So $100 for me and my husband to come on a 14-day cruise, plus port taxes and fees, which total everything came to less than $500 with the $50 a person and the port taxes and fees. We paid less than $500 to get on this boat for 14 days. Excuse me, guys. And so, like what I was saying, when you become like a labeled a gambler, you start getting perks. So when you get 1,500 points or more, you get free drinks in the casino. If you get more than that, you can probably get free drinks all around. They start giving you good offers like elite cruises. If you haven't checked out my elite cruise, check out this video here. Where I talk about elite cruises and what we experienced when I did an elite cruise. Basically, I'm riding off the points of my daddy. What was it? Around August of 2022, my family went on a cruise, and my dad used my card to play in the casino, and I didn't get nowhere near 1,500 points, but I started to get offers for reduced cruises with drinks on board, that kind of thing. So when you start gambling and getting in the system, you start getting better offers for cheaper cruises or free cruises. You start getting perks. It opens up a whole new world. And if you're into cruising or trying to do it for free or cheap, that's the way to do it. So I'm going to try to make a investment into my cruising bank today after we get back from our last port today. The casinos don't open until we're off of the islands. I guess that is the best way to make sure that people are spending money on the islands and not just staying on the boat and gambling. So the ports, make some money. The people make some money. We influx some money into the island while we're here. And so once we get off of the island, after a few miles or so back into the ocean, then they open up the casino. So that's kind of how it works. But that's a long ramble today of what I meant to say to tell you guys. But hey, we're just vlogging as we go along. Hey, right? So that's what we've got today. Our last port day is Hilo, Hawaii. We're going to go to Volcanoes National Park. Afterwards, we're going to go into the casino and try out my theory. I'll let you guys know if it worked or not. And we'll see what we get into today. Stay tuned, guys. So we rented a Turo so that we could come out to Volcanoes National Park. And I really like the process because, you know, when you do a car rental agency, you gotta put down a credit card with $300 to $500 deposits, and it doesn't release for 3 to 5 days, all that good stuff. Here you just help a person's economy, you know. So someone's making money off of me driving their car today, and I'll bring it back to them safely, no problems.
So once you go through the hotel gift shop area, you're greeted with an awesome view of the volcano. And there are some signs around that give history regarding the volcano. You can pause the video and read this history if you want. There are a few different trails that you can choose from, and we decided that we were going to choose the Steaming Bluffs Trail. It's really a short hike to get over to the Steaming Bluffs, and right after a few feet, you start seeing some of the bluffs steaming.
Can you guys see the steam right there? Probably can see it a little bit better from this view. You see the steam coming up from the volcano? Does not have any activity today.
So this is an active volcano, and as you walk, you come across these steam bluffs, and at one point the steam is coming up so high it felt like you were getting a facial. If you've ever gotten a facial, you know that steam is just all up in your face. That's how it felt. As you walk a bit more, you get this awesome view of the volcano. We wrapped up our volcano tour and headed back to the boat for the long 4 more sea days journey. If you've ever cruised before, you will see that each boat has shows, and they were having a 90s music show on one night where they went through a bunch of 90s music. The next day, they were having a throwback cruise day, and they brought back some stuff that they hadn't done in years. And the first thing was the frog swim competition. So we had to be a part of this frog swim competition. We purchased the frogs for $7 each, and all of the proceeds goes to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And so we were doing a good deed while having fun. Let's just say my frog was ready to race.
Come on, Froggy, let's go.
Unfortunately, we didn't win. Most nights we ended up eating at the main dining room. And if you've ever been on a Carnival cruise, then you know that some nights they will have mid-dinner performance. I love their baked Alaska dessert that they have on the cruise ship, so I could not wait to indulge in that. And I believe it's like their throwback dessert or something because it was held on throwback night. I don't know, but I just love it. But what is this? If you've ever had the baked Alaska on a Carnival cruise, somebody tell me what is this? This is not the regular baked Alaska. However, they did make up for it with these adorable ice cream swans later on the trip. For breakfast, I love getting a freshly made omelet. Now, I will admit that I am allergic to eggs, but for some reason, after I eat their omelets, I don't have any allergic reactions. So I don't know if it's not real eggs or if it's made differently than how we make our eggs in the USA. I don't know. I don't know why, but I don't have any allergic symptoms, so I can eat omelets for breakfast while on the cruise. I like to attend the dance classes sometimes, so this is me having fun at a salsa dancing class. Around this time of the cruise, we've used up all of our clean clothes, so it's time to do some laundry. I have a full video on the laundry facilities. If you're interested in seeing what it's like to do laundry at sea, you can check out that video. One day I was chilling in the hot tub and hubby was just walking around the pool area when he got picked to be a judge for the funnest person on the ship. The boo thing fell in love with the watch at the jewelry store on the boat, so he went ahead and purchased a watch while he was there from the gift shops. It's a really nice watch.
Because if you remove one also, not so much, it's gonna come a little bit down to you.
So those of you who have made a purchase with us this cruise, please make sure you're putting your pin.
If you've been watching my videos for any time now, then you know that I eat crab legs every Friday night. So this Friday night could not be any more different on the boat. I had to get me some crab legs. Take a look at how huge these crab legs are. I could not even finish them. I gave some to hubby and I still left 2 huge legs on the plate. These crab legs were especially delicious because the cook made them special for me. I was like, can I just have some garlic butter on the side? He was like, oh, you want them seasoned? I was like, yeah. And I don't think this is typical, so your mileage may vary. But after the crab legs were done steaming, he went to the saute pan and he sauteed me up some garlic and butter and seasonings, and he drizzled it all over the crab legs. So it was really delicious and I really enjoyed myself. However, sometimes, you have to remember that you have to keep a level head and just be mindful of how blessed we are. While I was talking to some of the workers that were on the boat while I was waiting for my crab legs to be prepared, they were telling me that they had never had crab legs before. They had never had lobster before. And I just was like, oh man, I do this every Friday and I just take it for granted that, everybody is as blessed, and I just, I have to check my privilege and sometimes remember that it's a blessing to be able to do these things and just to keep that in mind. And I'm always trying to be friendly and nice to the staff, because one of the staff members even told me that they only made, I think she said it was $564 or $586 a month. And that's not a lot of money. And, majority of the time, they're probably just going to be sending it back home to their children or family. But we just got to be mindful that you don't overwork these people. You don't just do stupid stuff, leave your plates or do things where just make a mess. Just be mindful of this kind of stuff when you're in the boat. These people are working hard. They don't get any days off. They have 8-month contracts. So just be mindful to always be mannerful and respectful and treat them like humans and be respectful of them. So that was just my little vent. They do have a club on every boat, I believe. And one night we did decide to hit up the club. And I said, I'm going to get out there on the dance floor and get this party started. We finally made it through all of the sea days, and we had a short stop at Ensenada, Mexico. When we got close to the port, there was a ton of sea lion action going on. She's making it. Carnival Miracle said, don't count me out.
Good turn on a hairpin.
Once the captain showed off his amazing parking skills, we got off the boat and began to walk towards the downtown area of Ensenada. We saw some shops and fountains as we made our way to downtown. We stopped at Papa's and Beers for some fish tacos and caught a little mariachi band action. If I'm being completely honest, the fish tacos were just meh. I've had better fish tacos at Rubio's, but they came with a free side of entertainment, so we enjoyed ourselves. We walked around Ensenada a bit more, and my husband wanted some grilled oysters, so we stopped here at the oyster house to get him some oysters. I tried one and it was really delicious, and we should have probably just ate there because the grilled oysters were really good. As it was getting dark and we don't know the area, gotta be safe, we decided to head back to the boat. That night, our last night on the boat, in honor of my mama, I had an apple martini. It was so good. And I was officially ready for disembarkation the next day. So that was our 14-day trip to Hawaii. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it this far, I would ask that you please like this video, give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching. I love you.